Hello everyone, how are you? I hope all of you are doing well and fit and fine. So today we are going to start your new topic of financial market management. Financial market, we know that where your securities are bought and sold. So today we are into your market segment and their products. So let's see what kind of markets segmentations are there in your security market or in national stock exchange. There are different kind of markets we are having. First one is debt market, capital market, F&O. F&O basically is called future and options, and currency derivatives also. Both these are the part of your derivatives, F&O and currency. Okay. Next is wholesale debt market. Wholesale debt market means it is a NSE provides trading platform for different kind of debt instruments. Means you can buy or you can sell debt instruments. Debt instruments, we all know that those are providing fixed rate of interest, where it is you can say less risk or no risk. If you are trading into government securities, RBI bonds, T-bills, treasury bills, public sector undertaking bonds, these kind of bonds, they are not having any kind of risk because their rate of interest is very less. But what you can do, you can just dealt in also corporate debentures also, commercial paper also, CP, certificate of deposits. These kind of deposits, once you are investing, these are called debt market. Reason being is that these provide you fixed rate of interest, or if you are investing in a bit risky instruments, means if you are into investing into corporate debenture, corporate bonds, then might be risk is there, but if you are taking risk, it means you are able to get a bit more interest rather than investing into FD in a bank. Capital market, we know that long term market is there, where you can purchase, sell your securities. So we know that NSE is provide world, in the whole the world, first market which provides automated screen based trading system, which is called NEAT, National Exchange for Automated Trading. This is important term, you need to remember NEAT, National Exchange Automatic Trading System. So you can easily through online buy, sell your equity shares, warrants. So these kind of instruments you can dealt with. Capital market, this is called capital market. Debt market means relates to short term, or you can say money market. Capital market relates to your security. Then we come to your next future and options or derivative kind of instruments. These are called derivatives. Derivatives, why this is called derivative? Because the price that is basically set by some other kind of instruments. So these are called derivatives. Then currency derivative segments. Currency derivative segments means if you want to purchase currencies of other countries, means if you want to have business, like if you want to trade in these kind of currencies like USD, INR, United States dollars, or any other currencies of countries like yen, Japanese currency, euro, then pound sterling means England currency. So these kind of currency, if you are dealt with, if you are doing your working or trading in these kind of currency, those are called currency derivative segments. So these are the basic markets we have. I just repeat the same. First one is debt market, where you can purchase or sell your debentures, T-bills, PSU bonds. Capital market, your securities, shares, future and options, and currency derivative. So next we are moving into some different terms in your FMM, that is your, let's see, because this is very interesting market. In your COVID-19 you can see that all the markets are closed, but this is only market, means your stock exchange. These are still open. If you want to trade, you can just trade in these securities. You can get benefit by making your sales happens by purchasing securities. You can invest into that, and you can take benefit, or you can get profit out of that. Stock brokers. Now we know that if you want to enter into the market directly, if you are not having any kind of your demat account and all, what you can do, stockbroker is there. These are called intermediaries who arranges to buy and sell securities on behalf of clients. So these stockbrokers comes under SEBI. So registration processes there, they have to get some kind of certificate of registration from SEBI in order to buy or sell deal in securities. Otherwise, if they are not authorized, then they cannot be able to have a make an agreement on behalf of their clients. So SEBI grants a certificates to these brokers, then they can able to sell, because then they become registered persons. So these are the basic conditions which they have to fulfill while taking any grant from SEBI for taking any certificates of registration. Holds the membership of any stock exchange, secure, should abide by the rules, regulations. What are the rules, regulations prescribed by SEBI? They have to just follow those regulations. So all kind of permissions are required. So should pay the amount of fees for registration prescribed manners. There is a specific fees that if you want to become a stockbroker, then you have to pay fees to your SEBI. So after paying that fees and other kind of documents, once you submit, then SEBI provides you grant certificate after verifying your all the documents with your fees also. If SEBI feels that you are eligible to become a stockbroker, then you will get a certificate for that. Then after that, stockbroker can start doing their work. Then next term is NSE membership, National Stock Exchange membership. You can see there are no entry exit barrier to membership of NSE. So anybody can enter. How to enter, what are the processes, what kind of rules and regulations you have to abide with while making NSE members. So trading NSE member of have certain benefits, which includes access to nationwide trading facilities for equities. Means once you become NSE members, then you become eligible for all kind of trading facilities, whether it's an equity, derivative. I told you earlier in the once we start this video, that is your currency markets as well as F&O, future and options. Future and options and derivative we'll see in a particular chapter. So then we able to understand each and everything for your derivative also. Debt and hybrid. Debt is called money market, hybrid is called mixture. So you can purchase you can purchase these kind of securities also. Ability to provide a fair, efficient and transparent security market to investors. Use of state-of-the-art electronic trading system and technology. So these kind of benefits once you become a membership of a NSE. The new membership, there are different kind of persons who are eligible to become trading member of exchange. You should know these. One is individual like you and me. We can become a member of NSE, National Stock Exchange, by paying that fees, by just submitting all kind of documents which are required to have while getting that membership. Partnership firms registered under Partnership Act 93. Any kind of partnership firms, those can also become a member of that NSE. LLP, limited liability partnership. This is a mixture of company and partnership, limited liability partnerships. 2008, institutions including subsidiaries of banks engaged in financial services. You can see that there are different kind of banks also. ICICI Bank, HDFC banks, they are providing different kind of services regarding your membership, regarding the securities as well as debentures to their clients also. Banks for currency derivative segments. So these are the basic persons. These are the persons who are eligible to become trading members. Individuals, partnership, LLP, banks, body corporates, means companies also, they can also become a member. You heard about some kind of financial institution also like Carvey, Angel Broking. So these kind of financial institutions also, they just become a member. Reason being is that once any kind of IPO comes in, then these institutions, they provide help to the clients also, that the clients because let's say one industry comes in, a Reliance industry, they are just taking or making an IPO in a market, but how could you directly correlate with the Reliance Industries? Then Reliance Industry provides some kind of documents or forms to these institutions. You can once directly coordinate with these kinds of institutions for having that IPO also. So these financial institutions provides you benefit or you can say you can make a link between within the company through these institutions. Okay, so next we have most important admission procedure for new membership. If you want to become a new member in a NSC, how could you become? Firstly, we know that online forms are there, or you can say your manual form, physical forms are there. First step is, once this is, you can say, before explaining this, I'll just tell you that what are the different kind of members, or you can say different departments are while making that new membership or admission procedures. First is, here you can say you member, then this is your membership department, this is one committee, member recommendation committee, this is called a membership approval committee. Okay, this is your trading system, then this is, you can say, SEBI. So how you start? First you have to fill a form, submit application for new membership. Once you submit this form to your membership department, that membership department check your form, verify the things, then that membership department forwarded the same to MRC, which is called membership recommendation committee. This membership recommendation committee forwarded the same to MAC approval committee. After finding the things, after verification of all the documents, once they feel that all the documents are compliant with, then they directly forward it to approval committee. Once approval committee approved the same, then again this goes back to your membership department. Then membership department offer a provisional letters to you. Provisional letters means still there are a number of steps comes in, but still provisional letters is given to you. Then after provisional letters, once this membership department giving to provisional letter, the same your document submitted to SEBI also. This is, you can see, SEBI. Once SEBI verify each and everything, all kind of you can say your fees or your documentations, if they feel that all the documentations, all the process are complied with, then directly they just send a certificate to membership department. Then membership department forwarded the same certificate to that member, means you and me. Once you get that, your documents automatically enabled you to just get start your business. Then membership enable on the trading system. Then this is, you can say, your trading system or your computers, or you can allow to operate each and every kind of things. You can just go for each and every kind of instruments if you want to have, if you want to use the trading platform of the NSE. So this is basically is called procedure of your new membership. This is quite interesting also, means you start from submission of your forms. Once your forms comes to this, after all kind of verification, this goes to your recommendation committee, then approves. Then once all the processes, all the documentations are verified by SEBI, then you get your certificate of membership. This is all the things we can say done like that. So this I hope you understand. Then we have next step of that is, after getting understanding of that your NSE membership, surrender of trading membership. Now it means you can surrender your trading membership also, but it doesn't mean that directly you can surrender the things. It can be permitted by exchange after fulfilling certain conditions by the member, such as clearing of all the dues. This is very much important. Means if you want to surrender your certificate, it doesn't mean directly you just submit a form that sir, I don't want to continue with the services of your membership. I don't want to be a member now. But firstly, you have to fulfill some kind of conditions, and you have to clear off all the dues to the exchange and NSCCL, notify all other your trading members of approval of surrenders. Means firstly you have to just show them that you have cleared all the dues of the clients as well as stock exchange or the SEBI or all other participating members. Once you just complied all those things, then you will get a certificate back, which in which it is mentioned that yes, you are not now no longer members of the institute or SEBI. So I hope you have understood these some kind of important terms in the financial market management. If you have any query, then please mention in your comment section, and stay tuned for next. Till then, goodbye and all the best. Thank you. Thanks a lot.